The Tomball police chief taking his department to new heights tonight. The department will be fighting crime from the sky. Fox 26 is...
People look at it and they see this rotor on top and they think it's a helicopter, but it's not. It's a plane with a turning wing on the top. It's a plane that flies with characteristics similar to a helicopter because it can fly low and slow. After spending the first 20 years of my career in Los Angeles, where we had aviation assets available to us 24 hours a day, I came to realize what we were missing here in Northwest Harris County. And to those I say, number one, we have a responsibility to keep our officers as safe as we can. We have a responsibility to the community to keep the community as safe as we can, and we have a responsibility to be good stewards with taxpayers' money. And when it comes right down to it, and for a $74,000 investment, which is what this aircraft costs, versus about a $4 million investment for an A-Star helicopter, when we put two officers, a trained pilot and a trained tactical flight officer in the air in this aircraft, it's the equivalent of 20 officers on the ground. When we have thousands of people gathered in one small area, is that we as incident commanders have good situational awareness of what is going on around us, seeing how the crowd's moving, where we have choke points, how is traffic moving, and then also when we have thousands of people coming into a 4-block area, that means thousands of people are parking their cars and walking away from them. And that then opens it up to those criminals who will prey on families and victims who just want to go and enjoy a great time and break into their cars. Well, we want the criminals to know, don't come into Tomball and don't try to break into our cars, because we're going to be overhead watching you, and you're not going to see us first, we're going to see you first.
A new crime-fighting tool is taking flight in Modesto.
So what is it? New at 6, CBS 13's Ryan Hill gives us a bird's eye view from the department's new eye in the sky.
Modesto police are now armed with some new arsenal, a gyroplane.
It operates somewhat like a plane and then somewhat like a helicopter.
Pilot John Moss first thinking the aircraft was from another century.
It brought me back to my childhood days of watching the Jetsons. It's very futuristic looking.
It's a unique plane that's a part of a 6-month pilot program for the department as it looks to establish an air unit. Modesto police say the plane's been on about 20 missions in the 2 weeks it's been in the Central Valley. Its latest call last night as police search for a suspect seen running from a traffic stop.
Hi, we can go 1034 and you can break down the perimeter. Owl 5, thank you for coming back.
Owl 5, the plane's call sign, has a price point that's giving the department something to hoot and holler about too.
All the numbers we're getting so far is that both in purchase and operational cost, it's about 10% of what a traditional helicopter would be. This aircraft is costing about $65 an hour to put in the air, which a traditional helicopter, there's anywhere from $750 all the way up to $1,500 an hour.
A cheap price also taking Modesto PD to new heights compared to other departments in the country.
There have been others, but they're more simplified, don't have the built-in FLIR thermal cameras that this aircraft does.
A cost-saving eye in the sky, giving police an edge on something you can't put a price on: public safety.
We can cover a lot of ground and a lot of time for a fraction of the cost. We can search for prowlers and hopefully keep the city of Modesto safer.
Continued straight through the next intersection. I can't look over the map, but we're continuing in that same direction. You're gonna have to help me with the streets here if you can. I don't
try. It's still Judson.
And we're on Judson, still southbound, skidding to a stop. Stand by here. Looks like you're getting ready to bail. Heads up, guys, bailing.
Again, we're getting ready to bail.
Okay, passengers out, cars rolling. We're gonna stick with the passenger. You guys hot stop that guy, the car, the driver.
Good, stop the driver.
Okay, the guy, he's running through the house, jumping the fence, through the shotgun, threw something out, grabbing the shotgun. Don't go over that fence. Don't go over that fence. Grab the shotgun again. Okay, he's running westbound through the yard, going to the back. He is armed. Stay there. Hold your position. K-9 unit, end of the street. He's at the northwest corner of that house.
Again, sir, yes, he is
So he's wearing a blue shirt, dark colored pants. What's the want?
9182 out.
H30's got one more turn, and he'll be at the entrance.
One more turn, then at the entrance.
H30's coming out right now.
Coming out now.
H30, that was a good spike.
H30, good spike.
H30 is crossing 80, and he is going to be westbound 80. Looks like he's stopping, and there's a foot bail. So the driver is running down the hill towards the freeway. I've got the, I'll be following the driver.
Copy, foot bail towards the freeway.
H30, driver went underneath, is now running eastbound in the westbound lanes.
Copy, running eastbound and westbound lanes.
H30 is on the right shoulder, running eastbound.
Right shoulder running eastbound.
H30 crossing 80. He's in the center divide now.
They got on a westbound 80. Crossing 80 and center divide. Driver foot bailed.
H30 is going to be still in the center divide and looking to cross. Now he's crossing the center. Looks like there's two of them. H30, there's two suspects. They're now running back westbound on the eastbound side on the right shoulder.
Copy, two suspects now westbound on the eastbound side.
H30 officers, looks like they're running right towards the driver, to the right, to the right.
Copy.
H30 got two officers out with two suspects. The one that's the driver is on the, you guys are approaching right now.
Approaching the driver.
H30 on the other side of the bush is another suspect.
H30, other side of bush is another suspect.
And an officer, looks like has one at gunpoint on American Canyon Road on the north side of the freeway.
One at gunpoint, American Canyon side, north side of the freeway.
Hey, which one's the driver? Do they have the driver detained?
H30, they're calling one out of a bush.
Caution, terrain.
As well. He's crouched in the bushes. If anybody goes on American Canyon Road, I can tell you when to stop.
Over here. So we're going to let DHB's dog do this.
Bush running westbound the bushes. Air has it. Crouched down the bushes.
They have the driver, so what's the one?
H30 is right in the turn. There's a power pole in between the freeway and American Canyon Road. H30, looks like the officers are starting to move that direction. I'll keep eyes on them, let them know when they're getting close.
Officers moving in the direction of the power pole between the freeway and American Canyon.
There's one outstanding.
And H30, the K9 unit is moving the right direction. There's a large bush up in front of him and then another one in front of that. And he's on the opposite side of the second bush, crouched.
K9 moving right towards it. Large bush and then another bush behind. Be crouched behind this second bush.
David 3, John 1.
H30 officers are at the bush where the suspect's on the other side.
Officers at the bush where suspects are on the other side.
448, DHB is contacting the last one.
The autogyro, or gyroplane, is changing the face of emergency medical services thanks to its low fuel consumption of 20 liters per hour of flight and ability to move about half a ton of weight at a speed of 160 kilometers per hour. In its emergency medical version, the gyroplane C-44 is equipped to carry a stretcher, and there is enough space for a doctor to assist the patient during the trip. Belcom Aviation took special care to include equipment to control vital signs through modern telemedicine devices.